about a little ice?
I try and warn him about the ice, and he tells me to shut up.
It was a very slight head. Just a little jar, nothing else.
We stay the course! We are dead! We are all dead! Fuckers! Get out of the sun!
And welcome back to another episode of the Eye on the Ball podcast. I think this is episode 9.
Is it 9? Well, if you're counting all the ones on the podcast and everything,
I'm
but the
not
YouTube
sure.
ones are, I think, at 7 or so. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to keep track, but you're getting a nice little intro there, huh?
yeah, I'm working on it.
It's getting a little bit, at least the same each time.
We got to be consistent.
So we got the normal guy, Stone Cold, with us again today, and we also got a new guy.
Stone
You
Cold.
got a nickname there?
No.
You got
Devo.
him? We'll call him Devo, I guess.
Devo, how you doing, man?
What's going on?
He's here. Man, that mic sounds good too, huh?
Yeah,
I
it
should have
does.
used that one last time.
We got a slight audience in the background if you hear any random noise.
Yeah, I was sitting there in the dark. But we got a great episode today. What is it, Devo?
Titanic.
Titanic and the conspiracies that at least a lot of people have heard of. Well, we might have some new ones.
I
We'll
just
see.
seen some great ones.
Yeah, I told you about a lot of them, right?
Yeah. I've seen a couple more though.
Well, I don't know if it's a popular conspiracy theory, but
This is a good one for people to start with. If you're just, like nibbling on that blue pill, I'd say this is a great one to start with,
Popular. I think people look into it.
I don't know.
Wait, Cole's voice ain't working.
Oh no. Hello, hello, hello.
Uh-oh. Wait, here it goes. There he is.
Dang, man, this is almost as bad as your phone going off.
I know. This is even worse. Huh?
What is
Damn
that
it.
microphone made by Apple?
Jeez
All right.
Louise. Ooh.
So we didn't give any. We
But
didn't
the
give Cole
camera's
power.
great.
That's all right. Good thing my voice is nice and strong. You guys can
It
hear
looks
it.
like it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Well, the point of this is that it's April 14th today, which that'd be 108 years.
108 years. Oh.
Because today's 2020. That happened in 1912.
Oh yeah, I'm bad with math. Don't worry.
It's attributed to the 15th, I guess, when it finally sank. But when it started, it was like 11 something at night on the 14th. By the time it sank, 2 miles down to the bottom of the floor, might have been the 15th. But that's the whole point of this. And we are just over halfway, 3/4 of the way through the season of sacrifice.
That's a good time to talk about one of the biggest sacrifices during this time, though.
Yeah, there you go. So, what was the RMS Titanic? It was a British passenger liner operated by White Star Line. RMS, any guesses?
No idea.
Go for it.
Rigid metallic substance.
That was a nice guess.
It would have been if it didn't blow up into pieces. That's a Royal Mail ship.
Oh.
I guess, I don't know, the way to cut costs to ship mail across the Atlantic was to have a
Giant ship to do it.
giant luxury cruise liner.
Yeah.
It was one of 3 modern Olympic-class ocean liners. I think 11 months beforehand, somewhere around there, the RMS Olympic came out, and then the Titanic was scheduled to come out a little later. And then the Titanic already sank, and you had the HMHS Britannic, and that is His Majesty's hospital ship. Ooh. But we'll get into that scandal in a little bit. It was owned. These 3 ships had their genesis in around mid-1907. The White Star Line's chairman, J. Bruce Ismay, an American financier, and your boy, J.P. Morgan. Yeah.
So he owned the entire company?
They were on the board, so I'm assuming they held the majority of the stocks or stakes or wealth or whatever, the controlling power. And just to put it, J.P. Morgan in today's dollars is what I got was $41.4 billion in today's dollars. So whatever that would be the equivalent back then.
That's a large number.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no shit. I don't even know. I don't think anybody's got that kind of wealth today. Like not one person, like Bill Gates or.
I think Bill Gates has it.
He's got like 20 billion or 30 billion.
Oh no, I'm saying he doesn't
Back
have
in
to.
those
He doesn't have to
days.
throw at a boat.
Yeah, well, Anyhow. I mean, I can go over, if you guys are interested, what this thing may have consisted of.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please
definitely.
tell us.
833, not N33. First class passengers, 614 in second class, and just a little over 1,000 in third class, for a total passenger capacity of 2,453, plus including crew members not to exceed 900. Or maybe exceeding 900.
What's the deal with the and?
With the and?
Yeah,
That's a fraction of a number.
833.
It's 833 and 5, which is like half a person.
Next time, just say it with the numbers.
It's like it's 1999, or is it 1999? Well,
It's 1999.
well, is it 2013 or
1900.
2000?
It depends on if you're gonna be that guy or not.
I'm gonna
you
be
know?
that guy.
So don't. I don't. Okay, you can be that guy, I guess. Fucking and guy.
The old Johnny And over here.
Oh, Johnny And over here. Damn it, can't get his hands out of his pants.
Oh yeah. According to Wikipedia, among the more novel features among the first class passengers, 7-foot deep saltwater swimming pool, gymnasium, and a squash court, a Turkish bath, which comprised electric bath, steam room, cool room, massage room, and a hot room.
I feel like I'm on a tour
So Jack
of the
didn't
Titanic.
get to see any
right
of this
now.
stuff, huh?
No, poor Jack.
Jack got to see a fucking door in the North Atlantic.
His arms did, at least. Yeah, man.
FYI, I never watched the movie. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, so all the references we make,
should've watched
Ben's
it,
gonna
man.
just be completely oblivious. He's gonna be laughing
Cole,
for no
was
reason.
this not a good
Really?
movie?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
a
an
good
amazing
movie,
movie. I watched
It
that
was a
thing
great
over and
movie.
over. Not because it was one of the only movies we had, but because it was a pretty good movie.
Did you watch it on VHS where it had
Oh
two
yeah.
tapes?
Oh yeah. I did. We still have it.
Oh.
I should have brought it over.
Too.
Ah man. Yeah, 2 tapes. It's
Yeah,
like
I think we had that too.
it was like getting that Final Fantasy game, right, Mario, with a couple discs.
Man, it's pretty awesome.
Extra.
I got the new one now, and it's doing pretty good. Final Fantasy 7, man. I'm
Yeah,
loving it.
We'll be raffling off that VHS.
I know we
Later
won't.
in the month.
It's my no. It's not my property.
All right. So what happened to the Titanic? Obviously, it went under the water.
It sank. Everybody knew it was going to sink when they saw the movie, too, but everyone was still surprised.
It hit an iceberg, right?
They knew it was going to happen. They were still surprised.
Yeah.
So it sank in the North Atlantic in the early morning of April 15th, which is, I guess, I think it started at like 11:40 April 14th, and then it went like underwater to something in the morning April 15th. So
We should be doing this at midnight.
pick your poison there on which one you want to attribute it to. I don't think it matters.
I didn't even realize it was April 14th.
You're probably so lost with time with this
You
quarantine.
thought it was still
now.
January.
You're stuck at home.
Wait, it's April 14th?
This is the first time we've seen sun in weeks, it feels like.
I don't mind the rain. I work in water. It's always good for us. I am fucking over it.
Yeah. I'm ready for a nice sunny day, too.
Yeah, fuck all that. I gotta wash my truck every 2 or 3 days.
You wash your
You
truck?
wash your truck?
Well, at work. By
that
wash, I
makes
mean
sense.
hit it with a fucking hose before I pull it in.
Yeah, true.
Just to go up a muddy ass canyon again the next day. Like, no.
True.
Yeah. Anyways, this steamship sank in 2 hours 40 minutes after a mild collision with an iceberg, allegedly.
What's a mild collision?
It hit a fucking iceberg and sank. Like,
Must have been
Mild.
pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's mild.
Did you hear reports how they were telling him on the radio, they were telling the captain to slow down, but he never did? He just kept going full speed.
yeah, I mean, that was one of the clips in that intro we played was a clip from the movie of the guys trying to report to him, say, hey, there's a fucking ice field ahead, jerk offs.
It's that idiot on the Californian. Tell him to sod off. I'll do more than that. Keep out. Shut up. I'm working. Take race.
Arrogant bastard. I try and warn him about the ice, and he tells me to shut up. And listen to that spark. He must be right on top of us.
Let's let you know. And
Why
then
didn't he slow down?
I guess the radio operators were like from Marconi. They weren't White Star employees. So all they were charged with was sending out messages of the passengers. So if you wanted to tell your dudes back in, I don't know, Southampton or whatever, your poker game's going good, or about to jake it in the bathroom in the steam room, whatever. That's what they weren't there to relay messages. And most boats in those times didn't even have radio, so I guess it wasn't really a big deal.
So that's not a legitimate call, I guess?
I don't know.
Well, in the
I
end,
guess they didn't give a shit.
in the end, if it did hit an iceberg, that's all on the captain.
They said,
Well,
not that important.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
unsinkable.
if this thing were planned, though,
Right.
you know, then of course he would ignore it. But how could you get away with ignoring it?
Captain was alleged to be sleeping.
Oh, was he?
No,
At the
maybe-
time? I didn't hear that.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was cold that night, a few drinks.
Baby,
Right.
it's
He
cold.
forgot. He's just like,
Yeah,
I'll slow down later. It'll be all right.
So this thing was traveling at 22 knots. Any guess what that is in miles per hour?
Isn't
Cold
that
breeze
like
now.
a
I
12?
used to know.
25.
Yeah.
25 miles per hour. Hit this fucking iceberg, minding its own business. They ran into it. And the passengers, another clip that we played in the intro was the lady going, oh, just a slight bump, nothing at all.
There was a very slight bump, just a little jar, nothing at all.
And then she reports another one. Oh, it's a collision, nothing of its significance.
I went in my room. There was a second light jar, nothing of consequence.
Yeah, people were reporting it as a explosion almost.
No, they reported it as like a little,
A
what
little
the hell was
rocker.
that? A little rock. Like, if you hit an iceberg at 22 knots,
It's gonna be a jolt.
and it, and like one of the officers was walking the deck where it got hit too. Did knock him over. Kind of looked over like, oh shit, we're hitting a fucking iceberg.
So it was nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing, nothing of any significance. But
You didn't hear people saying it was explosions that they heard? Or it was at least resembling one?
no, I would think anything that was reported after that would, once there's already holes, then
Just
the
trauma
steam,
and all
then
that.
the water
yeah.
comes in where the broilers are at in the watertight compartments, and then that just builds up a steam bomb and blows up.
Boom. Yeah.
But
that's
you
very
still have to
possible.
break through. The walls were 1/2 inch thick steel.
Yeah.
So the guy I was looking into, Kenneth M. Price Jr., said the bottom is like 3/4 or 1/2 inch thick. The walls were 1/2 inch. So in order to sink the Titanic, you would have to scrape a 3/4 inch gash, 300 feet long, on
All the
an
way
800
down the
foot boat,
side of it.
1/2 inch deep
Right.
across 5 watertight compartments. Now the fucker could stay afloat with 4 watertight compartments completely full of water out of the, I think 16. But no, it got that extra 5. That extra one to make it 5. Oh, and it was
How
all over.
unlucky
That
of
was
him.
when they put it down.
Yeah,
Huh?
and then even back in the day, these things don't sink in 2.5 hours. They sink in like 5 or more hours.
So you think it had anything to do with that fire?
I don't know. You got to think.
That would
I've-
have been
I've-
the same area it was reported in, right?
I've got no theory on why it got a hole in it. Sure, you hit a fucking iceberg, but whatever. I mean, the Olympic ran into the fucking HMS Hawk, which was meant to fucking cut
That was
icebergs.
a Navy ship,
Yeah,
right?
and it was, oh, well, it got hit above the water, so we're good. Like, no, it crippled the ship. Like, yeah, it didn't sink, but yeah, I have no explanation of how the water is supposed to get in there. Like, the guy
Okay,
goes,
yeah.
you need like 20 square feet in the side of this fucker, spanning across 4 or 5 watertight compartments, which would be 4 square feet per hull or per compartment.
But if there was a fire that had been burning for a week, 2 weeks, or something before that, you know, it would have been weaker, right?
Yeah, but unless those fires were burning off of jet fuel,
Right. Well,
You don't think it would
jet
get
fuel
hot
doesn't
enough?
melt
There's
steel
one for
anyway.
you.
Jet fuel, huh?
Shit, no.
Burns the same
Yeah, what's
temperature
gonna
as
be hot
kerosene?
enough? It's not like
Yeah.
it's a fucking wooden boat.
yeah, it'll burn until it burns out, and then you're not going to melt welds, or
No.
the steel itself is not just going to collapse, and so something still unknown to me or anybody, I guess.
Yeah, as far as that
cut
fire-
a hole, allowed water in.
As far as that fire lasting too, as you're talking, like what would be the fire?
Yeah, it had a
Holding
fire
in the
on board
hole.
before it left, but
How does a fire that?
man, you got
like
a coal
last
fire.
that
Big ass coal fire.
You're
right.
coal? You're on fire all the time.
I know I am. Hot damn. But
Maybe
no.
after
Okay,
they-
I forget. Yeah, I forget. You guys were talking about the coal stash kind of started.
Yeah, maybe somebody flicked the fucking
They're smoking a
backwoods in there
cigarette,
and it
fucking
fucking
just
lit it
went,
up.
Yeah.
and they just kept shoveling and yeah.
and they couldn't put it out, so it's like a
Yeah,
trash fire.
apparently-
You just gotta let it burn.
Yeah, that was normal apparently back then too. They would fight the fire on the sea. you
Okay,
know?
it was a common
normal
thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if that's any, but that's what people say. They say that that's part of the reason why it was so fragile.
I
And
don't
it
know
broke
that
so
one.
easily.
I don't think so.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't. You heat up steel. It
This
doesn't
thing is
make it.
unsinkable, right?
From this moment, no matter what we do, Titanic will founder. But this ship can't sink.
She's made of iron, sir. I assure you, she can. And she will. It is a mathematical certainty.
Yeah,
Right.
Should be.
well, allegedly.
Probably
yeah.
after they hit it, they're like, "Hey guys, stop trying to put out that fire. We're going down anyway."
No,
They're
we
like,
got to
"Oh,
pick
it's
up.
okay."
No, we got to pick up passengers and head to the fucking Pacific or to the East Coast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we'll put it out when we're out there.
Oh, yeah.
Put some
Right.
salt water on this
On
shit.
the way.
All right, so why is this all significant anyways? Like, we can't prove if it was really fragile or not, but I mean, who was on this that makes this even worth talking about?
Well, the people that were on it. Let's just okay, because we're gonna bounce.
Do you want to
to
bounce, or you gonna go running through?
We're gonna bounce around.
All right.
I mean, we can
What
talk.
is that? Jack, yeah, he wasn't very significant though.
I don't know. They made a fucking movie with him in it.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy, I guess. We got him on there.
Guggenheim was only
He
there for
could
about
draw.
3 seconds.
He could drop.
So was it Benjamin Guggenheim? And
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, he says we've dressed up in our best and we're prepared to go down like gentlemen.
Is it gentlemen?
Play the clip.
Mr. Guggenheim. Please to you, Mr. Guggenheim.
Well, thank you. We have dressed in our best and are prepared to go down as gentlemen. But we would like a brand.
I don't know if it's gentlemen or
Play
if it's scheduled.
Scheduled. Play the clip.
We have dressed in our best and are prepared to go down as gentlemen.
Did you put a note in there for
I
us?
did put in there. Play the clip.
All right.
Prepared to go down as gentlemen.
And then also was it Isidore or Isidore
Isidore Strauss.
co-owner of Macy's?
Yeah.
And then we also had John Jacob Astor.
Yeah. So
the
those
Waldorf Astoria
three.
Hotel.
Now, out of those three,
Those are the superpowers of the world at that time, right?
let's
at
let's
least
go over that.
Influential.
These contenders, I should
Isidore
say.
Strauss was worth today about 2.5 billion, which is nothing to shake a stick at. I mean, I'd shake a stick at it, but he, I mean, that's a
Question
heavy
is, what
hitter,
would
but
it
that's
be?
not too bad. I think
big
Bernie
stick.
Sanders got that off the retarded
Yeah.
people voting for him this year. So
Yeah.
put that in perspective. Guggenheim back then, the fifth of 7 sons of wealthy mighty magnate Meyer Guggenheim, 1.2 billion in today's dollars. He inherited that wealth, so it wasn't really as if he had like a stake in, say, financing or banking or anything other than just being inherited. Like he wasn't really like a major player. Was more of a playboy.
More of a fucking
But
figure
something
that
all
walked
three
in.
of them had in common is they were against the Federal Reserve.
Yes.
All three of them.
Jacob Astor the fourth here, John Jacob Astor the fourth, had an estimated net worth of today's money of 121 billion. So he's got even fucking J.P. Morgan beat. Allegedly, we'll see. I mean, there's different. Like you go, that was therichest.com. You go to CNBC and they say it was only 58 billion. Morgan probably owns that one there at this point. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But either way,
They're
they're
filthy,
filthy
fucking rich. The
Yeah.
bastards.
And Macy's was pretty huge then, so
Yeah, so you got Guggenheim and Strauss and Astor. I think Limburg and shit was still in there. Like there's a bunch of people, and a lot of them were opposed to the Federal Reserve. And Morgan was supposed to be on the ship. Morgan was supposed to have a bunch of his shit, like Egyptian fucking artifacts and rare relics and all kinds of shit, and his buddies. Everyone's supposed to have just party on Garth across the Atlantic with this, and they all pulled out, got all of his shit off the fucking boat last minute.
yeah. And weren't they supposed to talk about the Federal Reserve too? Or
I
at
don't
least
know.
start to plan it, I guess, like why they can't do it, why they could do it, why they don't like it, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know about there. I know that was going down on Jekyll Island, but
Jekyll Island.
What's Jekyll
this
Island?
would just been a good
That's
way.
apparently where they concocted this plan itself to take these people out.
It's where a bunch of wealthy assholes got
I think
together
they
and said,
were
"We're
in.
going
I
to
think J.P. Morgan.
financial
He was
industry."
there with somebody at the time. They were in Europe and they were looking at how Europe's money system was and how they were running theirs, trying to figure out how they would do it here before
okay.
they brought the Federal Reserve here, or maybe how they could take control of us. Who the hell knows?
Because it works.
But they're there, and I guess Jekyll Islands is in that vicinity somewhere. So that's where they made the plan. Take us out.
Yeah, this is what would bother me here, is you have John Jacob Astor's body was found on the 22nd, so a few days later, they actually recovered his body, and now I've got conflicting stories about that too, where, they found him and they brought him back to Trinity Cemetery in New York or some shit and buried him there. I've also heard another one of, nah man, we just buried his ass at sea since he was dead anyways. What's the point of hauling him back?
Right?
On the other hand, Strauss and Guggenheim were never found. And
There's
you got
slaves, though.
Guggenheim over there saying we're going to go
Fucking
down as
slaves.
scheduled or as gentlemen or scheduled gentlemen. I don't know.
Either one, man.
If you don't find their fucking bodies, it's kind of skeptic. You know, you start to be a little skeptical.
Yeah,
the
but the
shark
thing
could
about
have
the
ate him.
ocean, yeah.
Well-
Well, you got current. You got
What
they
about
float.
all-
They
What about all the other bodies?
There were hungry fish around, man.
Well, there were allegedly, 1,500 people that died? They've done dozens of explorations. Not a single body has been found.
Yeah, they're all 6 miles
That is kind of
east
weird.
of it, and they
Yeah,
just
right.
haven't. They've been doing 5-mile perimeter searches, and they're just outside.
Hey,
I bet you
just
the
a
sharks
pile
ate
of
it
fucking
in.
bones.
at the
And
bottom
they're
of
all
this,
gone,
at
all
the
of
bottom of this,
Well, yeah, as soon as they get one little smell of blood, right?
at the bottom of the ocean, which was like 12,000 feet down, is where this thing laid to rest. 1,500 people died. The area in which the seafloor it covers is 3 miles by 5 miles wide. So this thing
flinging shit everywhere.
blew up at the top.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, that's another one. As the piece of the Titanic is going down, it's spiraling like it's heavy on one end, light on the other, just flinging shit
One of those
3
maple
by
keys.
5 miles, which is fucking retarded.
You don't
So
think
you,
that's
what do you
possible?
think?
No,
it just,
I
you
don't
think it
think
just
that's
blew up
possible.
on top of the water, just
Yeah.
and this massive the
And
outward
they're in-
explosion.
It
just
was in 5 pieces at the bottom. They pulled up one piece and took it to the Luxor in Vegas in '98.
That didn't happen. So you think it was exploded on the surface?
Yeah, so here's
Dynamite
one.
or-
Here's one. They hit a fucking iceberg, right? Old Johnny Iceberg hitter. Boom. Oh, we're taking on water. Everybody up and the fuck out. Get in the lifeboats. You got, what the fuck was it? The California hanging out just 30 miles away or whatever. Conveniently, we'll just go and pick up a couple of these passengers. And so say there's...
Yeah, but they didn't at first.
Say there's 224 or 2,224 passengers and crew on board. They say 1,500 died. So that will leave you what 700 that actually made it back. Those are your survivors. The other 15, say you got these people in lifeboats and they just kind of, whatever, they're just kind of floating away, and then you just get another boat comes in, and then it's like, all right, everybody else, we're going back to New York, and they just fucking whoop, back east you go to a slave trade in Russia or Africa, and then they blow it up on the surface. That's why no one says of it blowing up, or like, where's the reports of these people saying I was hanging on a fucking on a rail, and then I watched
Jim go down and hit the damn
Jimmy
prop.
Cole hit the fucking
Yeah,
prop, you know?
Old
Yeah,
Bill
it's
over
all
there, he
possible,
took one
man.
hard to the head. You know,
I
there's
don't-
no stories
yeah.
like that, or it's
So I mean, well, that would explain anyways, at least half-assed explain why there's
That
why
would
it's in
take
5 pieces. The 2 big pieces are half a mile apart at the bottom. A half a mile apart.
So you think it
Half
was
a
like
mile.
5 sections of dynamite
Man.
all set up?
Well, yeah. However, it's
Boom,
gonna
boom, boom,
blow
boom.
up. Yeah.
half a mile is not that far apart though. And you're saying it's 2 miles down.
Yeah, but if you
as far
drop
as separation
it straight
goes,
down, that's pretty far.
yeah, but like we were talking about, drop a couple rocks down in a
You ever try to
cylinder
play
of
that
water,
game
it's
at
gonna
Taco
spread,
Bell?
man.
And try to get
What are you
the
talking- pick up
coins to
sticks.
land on there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Think
Come on,
of
man. Think about the Titanic,
Titanic
pieces
scale.
trying to do that. Just bing, bing,
Impossible.
bouncing
Going
around,
everywhere.
and all of a sudden they're over here. You know, who knows?
Ben's not buying it.
I know he's
Not
not buying
buying
it.
it.
I know
We're
he's
not
looking
gonna
at me
buy
like
it.
I'm a fucking donkey. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
I got the RMS
Thinking
Carpathia
iceberg,
arrived to
fucking
I
drop
think
the
swoop
Titanic.
up the people in the lifeboats. 705 survivors on the Carpathia. But yeah, I'm not buying the.
What about the interesting thing about the Californian though? How they were shooting off the flares. The Titanic was saying that there was an emergency, but
they
they didn't
only
have
had
any.
white.
They didn't have any red flares on board somehow. I don't know what the story was with that, but they didn't have red flares. They were only shooting off white ones, which means everything's okay. They're just hanging out.
Yeah, they had the wrong color flares.
Yeah, so the Californian just kept going. Didn't even think there was any kind of emergency at all.
Yeah. Was it the California?
It was
It had to be, yeah,
California,
because the
yeah.
Carpathia picked up the other ones.
They were just the ones chilling in there. And then also there was, I guess there was some kind of officer or something like that who was supposed to be working on it. And he had the keys, the only keys to the binocular room. And so nobody on the ship could have any access to
why do you
binoculars.
on a boat, why are you locking up binoculars?
They should be readily available, huh? But this is before they came up with all the safety measures. You
Because
know?
you got people like
They had a-
fucking
they
Jack
had a
stealing
fucking
them.
Lockout,
Before
tag
ocean.
out for binos, but yeah. Hey, what was the California carrying? What was their only cargo
It
aboard?
was like wool or something like that.
3,000 wool sweaters and blankets.
For each and every one of them.
freezing people, huh?
You know, maybe they just set that up.
I have
too,
these
like, hey,
extra
we're
gloves I've been wearing.
Maybe you should wear these extra gloves. My hands are starting to get sweaty.
Extra gloves? You've had this pair of extra gloves this whole time?
Yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Want to flaunt it in their
Those
face,
extra
be like, hey,
pants
look
whole
what we
time?
got.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's that. It's like, hey, we're gonna fuck these guys up over here, but don't worry, you're gonna be there with blankets and shit. And then it's like it blows up. Like, ooh, maybe not. Instead of them, well, maybe they did give them the blankets and sweaters as
So
they were taking them to
convenient.
Siberia for slave
Right?
trades.
How far away was that ship?
It was only like 60 miles, something like that.
Man,
As the crow flies.
that's fucked up,
I
man.
seen it. They're like, it's way too hectic over there. They might fuck with their pillows and shit.
Well, and think about it. You're saying if they picked him up and they were taking him, saying they're going back to New York, these rich people don't know what fucking direction they're going. They
No,
just
that's
all
what
of a
I'm
sudden
saying.
they
You
land
just-
and
you
say,
just hop on
"Get
a
the
boat."
fuck off."
Yeah, you hop on a boat, and the next thing you know, you're in East Africa.
Yep, guns pointed
Like,
at you.
what the fuck? And all of a sudden, you're just
Just
you're
breaking
mining,
rocks.
you're mining zinc or palladium for cell phones or whatever.
Yep.
What I don't know, whatever they do over there.
That's a great.
Fucking-
I never heard that one, man.
Making license plates.
Okay, well, how about this one? If
Stamping plates in no time.
yeah, license plate.
Yeah, making license plates. Oh.
So to get back to the RMS Olympic, which was its sister ship that came out before, there's a theory that the Titanic didn't actually sink. The Titanic was being made, and then when it was finished, they did the old switcheroo, and then just labeled up the new Titanic as the old Olympic, and then the old beat up hunk of shit Olympic was just
Was
labeled
it-
Titanic.
Right, and it was already like irreparably
Yeah,
damaged.
it had already been going around for a year or so beforehand. It ran into a wrecked ship. It hit the fucking HMS Hawk. Got all kinds of damage. Took them weeks.
Put a nice paint job on it and said, "Get on,
Yeah, it
come
took 'em
on
weeks
aboard."
to patch it up just to get it back
Dang.
to dry dock, and they were like, "Oh, this thing ain't even worth salvaging." And it was so
Was it?
fucked up you couldn't even put an insurance claim on it.
Wasn't that one kind of debunked though with the windows? Did you hear something about the windows?
Maybe, but I don't know.
That insurance game is a big thing.
Like apparently the Titanic, there was a picture before where the Titanic had these, very certain. I think the windows got bigger towards the front of the boat.
I think evenly spaced and evenly sized windows.
Yeah, and then that actually matched with the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. So it apparently was the Titanic, unless they put in some last minute changes or something like that, right?
Or the photos of the Titanic were
The Olympic. Who
Exactly.
knows? Yeah, I mean that could be it too. But if it were switched,
if you watch the movie,
well, as they were building the
let's
Titanic,
watch the movie.
Obviously.
as they
To
were
find the
building
truth.
it, they
you
were
find the
like-
truth if you watch the movie.
They realized what was fucked up on the first build with the Olympic. So there's like, oh yeah, this doesn't work. So when we're building the Titanic, we'll make all these adjustments.
Well, whatever it was, the Olympic or Titanic afterwards, it kept going for another 30 years after that, right?
The
Olympic
yeah,
apparently
yeah,
kept going.
yeah.
So
or the new Titanic, yeah, however you want to see it. at this
however you
point,
want to
yeah.
see it. So that ship was fucking fine, but an iceberg took out this brand new one.
Yeah, hard, yeah, right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, this other one got the shit kicked out of it for
Years,
11 months,
yeah.
a year, and then this one strikes a goddamn a sea asteroid.
Goddamn sea asteroid.
See me.
It came out of nowhere.
You guys think there was anything sketchy with the captain? I
Why
guess
was he
he's-
asleep?
Yeah, why was he asleep?
I mean, the captain's got to sleep. I get that, but I mean,
But he sailed for J.P. Morgan for 30 years.
No, I just heard like he slept in a bed that was too small for him, and then he was a raging alcoholic during the shit going on, and whether it was him like
negligence or
J.P. Morgan
like
was
stressing over him about to kill about 1,500 some odd people.
That
or-
could have been it too.
Oh.
But I mean, he was a pretty legit man. You don't think he would have
Unless-
anybody that was.
well, I'll tell you what, if maybe you're in a bind, and maybe your family's going to be taken care
Maybe he
of
got
through
some
the
poker
generations. Yeah, maybe he's got some fucking
Well, it
poker
does say
debt.
that White Star Line gave millions to his family as compensation.
Oh, I bet
The
they
captain.
did.
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
So
Why
it's
didn't he get
Captain
promoted to
Edward
admiral
John
or something?
Smith. I know that's how things work nowadays, doesn't it?
Well, say his family's set up for life and through his generations, and what would you do to ensure your family security? You know what I mean?
Anything. Most people
And
would.
JP Morgan comes to you and says, "Hey, we'll get you off the boat. We just need you to do this, but we'll get you off."
Yeah. So he's
And he-
alive somewhere.
No, maybe no. They probably
Well,
offed
not
his
now.
ass. Not now,
Well, yeah,
no.
not now. But
That was
after
Holy
that.
shit, he's still alive.
No, you know what I'm saying.
no,
They-
no. Even during that, he didn't survive that. He didn't survive it. It's loose ends,
So
man.
you think they would actually tell him in the beginning, you're going to go down with this, but your family will be taken care
No, I mean, I would tell him that I would pick his ass up, but just don't pick him up.
of? Fair.
Well, you said like or it's
We'll come
reported
save you.
like 3 months after all this shit happened, some of his old shipmates caught him like hanging around the docks and shit.
No
They just
way.
called him like, well, hey, old Smitty,
What?
didn't you die in the Titanic like 3 months ago? It's like, oh, no.
My name's John.
That was my brother,
Yeah.
James.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah. I'm not even here.
I'm a ghost. I'm not even here right now. You didn't see me.
Yeah. So you got that. You've got let's see. We got a lifeboat issue, but that just goes with it being swapped out with.
Well, dude,
with
that
the
was
Olympic.
sketchy though because they. Well, I guess it could go with the Olympic, but they took a bunch of lifeboats off right before they set sail, right? I think they left with 20.
I don't know
altogether.
Yeah, I don't think they took them off because even with 20 lifeboats, that's 58 and a half. Well, let's just say 50.
60.
Let's just say 59 people per lifeboat, but it was only loaded to like 60% capacity.
Yeah,
that's
they didn't even
35
fully
people.
load these fuckers.
Yeah,
Right.
and then they also said, "Oh, women and children first. Women and children first." When you go back and look into all that, they go, "No, it was
The
First
first
come,
class.
first
women
yeah.
and children and most men from first and second class."
Yeah.
The third class
see
never
that.
even had a fucking alarm saying we're blowing up the ship. You're all gonna die.
They were greeted
or
with
you're all
water.
about to be sold out or
I
whatever.
heard something too that the captain canceled the safety briefing for the lifeboats the day of the accident.
Well, yeah, that's because it was the Olympic and they already know what it's about.
It shouldn't.
It's not a new
shouldn't
ship.
sink, right?
Yeah, the safety testing on the Olympic was 2 days. The safety testing on the Titanic was 3 hours.
What?
And that's because all they did was waiting for the paint to dry that said Titanic.
They knew it. They knew what they were getting into.
The flames have died down just enough to get going.
Yeah, there's it's not funny, you know. People got sold into slavery or died.
It's not funny.
And hit a
It's
propeller.
not-
over it.
there's-
When it
there's-
gets this crazy, you gotta laugh a
There's
little
two
bit, man.
options. Either every sea creature at the bottom of the ocean in the North Atlantic picked apart every. I'm talking gold watches. You know,
There's gold-eating fish down there,
cock
man.
rings, fucking
Cock rings,
shoes,
all the
boots,
shit.
everything. There's
All the nipple piercings
there's
they
one
had back
picture
there.
of one fucked up boot, and that's about it. And they've done scans and excavations. They've pulled up hundreds or thousands of artifacts, pieces and parts of all kinds of shit, pictures of everything, and yet not one. Not you got a dude caught jacking off when Pompeo blew up, and he was like just instantly turned to carbon, and yet you've got nobody of 2,400 passengers. 15 died.
Right.
1,500 died. Not one of them, not a piece of their existence was left at the bottom of the
One of
ocean.
them had to have been jerking off.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
You can't put your head in like the porthole of a window and you just see like, you know,
No,
dude
they're so
finger
low.
popping
They're
his
like
ass or
underwater.
whatever. Everybody that's a
They're
skeleton.
the little guys.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what about you think there's any kind of message to this movie that James Cameron was trying to portray?
Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, he's Canadian.
You have to look
Whatever
at
the
who James
fuck
Cameron
that
really
means.
is.
I've heard he's a pretty gnarly dude, but I mean, I guess they were. I saw this thing with Jay Widener talking with Jay. What the hell's his name? Dyer.
Yeah.
I think.
Jay Dyer.
Jay
Jay
Dyer?
Dyer is a solid dude, I think, but I'm still not 100% sure.
Yeah, it seemed like you didn't really like him too much, but they were saying pretty much that Cameron, he likes to point towards time quite a bit in that movie. Like the guy that actually made the Titanic, he's sitting there at the very end. He's one of the last guys. He's sitting there messing with the clock. Everyone's adjusting their time throughout the entire thing, and you know, it's a lot pointing to time, and that could be saying that this is the start of the new industrial revolution. You know, this is the new age. This is where things are going to change. Everything's going to be different from here on, and that's kind of what happened. Like the Federal Reserve took off. All these people, all these elites that wanted it to go, they kept going with their plan, while the only people opposed to that plan are now dead under the ocean. You know,
It was a turn.
so it's kind of weird. That could have been the turning point. He could have been pointing towards that. You know, he made a really good mention to all the elites that were on that boat at the time. You know, he made sure to say that, but he didn't say any reason why. You know, he didn't say what their background was or anything like that. And then
Just issuing in the new era.
the new time,
Would you say
that was when it all started. That time, right then. And then they were saying it could go to the Avatar movie, the next movie that he made, which could be pointing towards that's pretty much our only escape.
Did he not make a movie from 97 to whenever Avatar was
I heard it was
full
just
now?
those two, but I didn't look into that. That's just what I heard. It was Titanic and then Avatar.
I'm gonna have to look
So
into
we'll
that.
check that and I'll put that in.
I'm
but-
sure he made
But
movies.
how
in
about
Made
this?
signs.
Signs.
He started.
He made signs.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he did not.
How dare you?
No, but then so then it goes to
Swing away.
Avatar.
Oh, wait, that was M Night, right? Yeah.
M Night.
So then once he gets to Avatar, that's you see there's a new planet. There's this place where they have it's called unobtainium, this mineral that they're trying to get, right? So they go there and it shows this industrial type of civilization coming in with their technology shit like that, and trying to show the Navi, I think is what their name is, the tribe, trying to show them, hey, we'll give you guys this technology, we'll do all this stuff. You just got to move your ass. We're going to try to take what's under your planet. But they're like, no, we don't care about any of that stuff that you're going to give us. We don't want genes. We don't want fast food. We don't want any of this bullshit. We're good here. We got our spiritual life. We're good with our tree of life here.
They're happy with the way they are.
One of those blue fuckers in a sweet pair of jeans, though?
Oh, man, they'd look bad as
Isidore
fuck.
Strauss would have a heart on.
Halston top or something.
That's fucking
What size
Halston
are you?
top.
You'd be like 32 waist, 85 long.
I kind of like that they don't wear a lot of clothes.
That's how.
So,
But I
blue
guess
women.
that's what he could be pointing towards. Is that's how it should have stayed. You know, we've intervened a little too much with what God has already given us, or whatever you call it. You know, so he's trying. I guess he could be saying that this is that turning point. You know, are we gonna keep going with our evolution and go without this, or are we gonna just go back to the way it should be? Like, you can take your toys with you, but you got to still, you know, have the planet involved as well. You can't just completely ignore the planet, because that's where you fucking live.
Right.
You're gonna be done if it gets too pissed at you. You
Yep.
know? So
Nature
I mean,
always wins.
he could have been pointing to those things. Who knows?
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way, but we are life and we are nature.
So with James Cameron and his weird Canadianism.
Why's that gotta be weird?
It's not. I just like saying it.
Trailer Park.
Yeah, he
Boys are
made
Canadian.
that movie in '97, right? But he was fucking around with people who were fucking around with this guy called Dr. Donald Cameron. Ewen, E-W-E-N, is that Ewan?
Ewing? Yeah.
E-W-N?
Ewan?
Ewan.
Wait,
Yeah.
where?
Nah, I didn't write it down here. It's right over here. Somewhere.
Go back to the Quebecois.
Yeah,
Quebecois,
Ewan. Get your foot off the gas. Quebecois, Ewan.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure his name is Sergey, not
Yeah.
Serge. But you know what?
We're gonna fuck a lot of
We're
things.
white
up on
trash,
the show.
and it's how we roll.
And tell you
Drink
what,
a
Surge is a better name than Sergey.
Yeah,
I like
that.
Surge.
Fucking Surge. I'd say what's up with that,
You guys
dude.
remember that drink? Surge.
Surge.
Ooh, that was some good shit.
Oh,
Devin
yeah.
bringing Mountain Dew to the table. You know something about Surge.
Always.
Yeah, he worked. His second wife is a whatever the hell her name was. She's a member of the Order of the Eastern Star, which is essentially the female version of the Freemasons. And
That can't be good.
He worked with people who worked with this guy, Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron, same last name and everything. And this dude was knuckle deep in some fuckery. He was basically like the Canadian MK Ultra. I think he ended up he was hanging out with the CIA at some point, but yeah, he's got shit where he's here. Dr. Cameron begins his career in psychology, assisting the Office of Special Services. Roll the clip of It's a Bingo. Interrogating prisoners during World War II with the help of Canadian government and CIA Director Alan Dulles, who was one of Cameron's colleagues in OSS. He relocated his work to the Allen Memorial Psychiatric Institute in Montreal in '57 and stayed there until '63. The Allen Institute would soon become an infamous British. Oh shit, this is gonna be fucked up. An infamous brain butchery under Dr. Cameron's control. Many patients were subjected to extreme and harsh conditions that included drug-induced comas that lasted months, lobotomies, bright lights, sounds, moving images, and electroshock that were in so excess that it killed its patients. Also, he liked to hang out with just dosing people with LSD.
Well, yeah,
he was hanging out with people who were tied with this guy, and whoever that dude was, Robert, what the fuck was it? No, let me see here. Roger Corman, I think, was the guy. Maybe not. Maybe that was just another Freemason. He ended up doing films with, or working under films with this guy, and it was called New World Pictures, which is a nod to fucking the New World Order. And he even went on after that to doing like Osiris films or production companies. So there's just it's one. We'll cover the Osiris. We'll cover Freemasons. We'll cover symbolism at some point. But
we've kind of dabbled with it all so far.
Yeah, dude's hanging around with some shady ass people, and that guy was a mind control. Donald Cameron was a mind control lover. So if he's hanging out learning, he didn't hang out. The dude died in '67. I don't think Cameron got any kind of real work till like '71. So it was just that they barely didn't overlap. But the people they hung out with together were definitely involved with some fuckery, some shady shit. And it just happened to be tied with Freemasonry. So if he's trying to produce a film that's making you think that the Titanic broke in half because it hit a fucking iceberg and old fucking Jack's hanging on a door, Johnny Cole's hitting a propeller, you know.
You tell me
Cole was the guy hitting the propeller?
Johnny Cole.
Johnny Cole.
Not Stone Cold.
No.
It's his early grandfather.
Oh, that sucks.
Great
Great grandfather.
Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt.
Fucking
ouch.
See a chiropractor. Yeah. So if he's trying to like project the narrative of just an iceberg hit and all of a sudden boom, this unsinkable ship goes down, that leads to two other ones here. So steamship, massive steamship across the Atlantic is deemed unsafe at this point. Would you say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really wasn't. So. I mean, that was obviously somebody blew this motherfucker up, but that's what they're trying to portray and they keep portraying. But the work of like Kenneth M. Price and John Hamer, mostly Kenneth Price, about as far as like steamships, and like he had a book called the Rise and Fall of the Piston Engine. He talks a lot about the Titanic and the Hindenburg, and how these were just luxury shit. This was what's it take for a boat to float? How much fuel? 0. The Hindenburg's up in the air, big old dirigible. Once it's built and it's up in the air, how much fuel does it take to stay up in the air? 0.
Mm-hmm.
Now what about a plane? How much fuel does it take for a plane to stay up in the air?
Significant.
A shit ton. It has to just burn oil the whole time. He goes like, this was luxury travel. You had multiple weeks off, vacation, holiday, as the Brits call it. Is it hot?
Is it?
Damn it! Yeah,
pulled it out of me, Ben.
So they would just take weeks on end, and they would travel, transatlantic, and it was no big deal, and luxury too on top of that.
Yeah, half of our audience is asleep here, so
back.
Oh, he's got a pea-sized coat.
That's a good.
How would you have gone? If you had the opportunity back then?
Fuck yeah, I would have.
I would have too.
I'd still go.
The hell yeah, I want to bang a redhead chick and draw her and.
Hey, that wasn't in the invite.
Oh,
man.
Okay.
But
nobody. They didn't all have that. They didn't all have that experience. That wasn't.
They didn't all have it.
That wasn't part of the Titanic experience.
Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Damn, I just ruined your world.
Passengers.
Should I tell you Easter Bunny's not real too?
What?
The point of this is that they strayed away from long distance travel. That was just incredibly cheap by today's standards.
Well, this was new age stuff here, man. The
Yeah.
Titanic traveling like
well,
that.
yeah, in a sense. I mean, the Hindenburg didn't come around until like in the late 30s, but yeah, it would cost you nothing. You got nothing but time to get there, hang out in the Roman bath,
If you're first class.
If you're whatever, even third class, didn't seem too bad. Just hang out in wicker chairs, smoke cigars, whatever they were doing.
They were dancing in the movie. They were all at the bottom, just having a great time.
That's true. Dancing with chilling with the cooks and shit.
That all got shoved out the fucking window. Now you got to get shoved in a can with a bunch of other smelly people bringing their goats or whatever comfort animal they have, and then whatever trying to get back and forth because you have no holiday. You have no vacation, no holiday. That was one thing, and it really fucked it all up. Now we're all oil dependent.
Yeah.
Last one here. The book called Futility by Morgan Robertson, 1898.
Yeah, dude, I saw it. So that was the entire story, pretty much. They just ripped that guy's book off, man.
Yeah. A book titled Futility, published 14 years before the sinking of the Titanic, may have predicted the disaster. Written by an American author, Morgan Robertson, the book focused on a sinking fictional ship, you guessed it, called the Titan.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wreck of the Titan. Dude, Morgan Robertson was found poisoned to death 2 years after the Titanic sank.
What the fuck?
You ain't saying shit.
It wasn't his fault, man. He wrote the book and somebody jacked his idea.
He didn't.
He gets poisoned.
Tell you what, he survived the poisoning and he started the fucking Simpsons.
What were his ties to the Morgan?
Yeah.
I know. Was that where
Look, he named this
Morgan
fictional
Freeman
boat
came
the
from?
Titan, 2 letters off. Both ships were supposedly the same size, sank in April after striking an iceberg. It is also mentioned that both ships were unsinkable, and both ships did not have a legally required amount of lifeboats.
Bam. That's a.
And then he was accused of being a psychic.
That's a pretty big prediction. Or they ripped him
Not even
off.
a prediction, man. He was just trying to write a cool book, and,
Right?
and he did. And then somebody jacked him. And
Somebody was like, "That's a good idea. We can kill a lot of people
What's
with this
OJ's
and make a
book he
gain
wrote?
off it."
OJ wrote a book?
Remember, didn't he? If I did it.
Oh,
Dude.
geez.
Oh, I saw a nice white Bronco today. I was like,
What
"Is
if I
OJ
did?"
here?"
Or some shit.
All right,
God
well,
damn.
that's a great place to stop. So,
I think
Devo,
so.
thank you for being on with us. Hope
Might have
everybody
to do
enjoyed
a
this Titanic
second
episode.
episode.
Stone
Good.
Cold, thank you for being with us again.
Always, man.
And Ben, you don't have to come back next time if
All
you don't want
right,
to.
I won't be here.
No, just
Check
kidding.
out John Hamer's book, RMS Olympic and the Titanic's Last Secret, as well as Kenneth M. Price, Rise and Stall the Piston Engine. He's got his books are free, at least the Titanic and
checked.
Hindenburg one, yeah. And yeah, don't be an asshole. And thank you, Spiral.
Thank you, Spiral.
Amen.
Peace. Peace.
Snowflakes cover everything around, smash against the ground. The rate of despise in a lullaby of snow dust. I can go under. And he won't see me. No, he won't see me. He won't. This winter, children won't go to school. It's snow battle was the bloodiest. This winter, children won't go to school. Snow battle was the bloodiest. Let us lay on the snow, close our eyes. The things that